Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central, and here's your host, Bob Hickey.
Hello, and welcome to a very special edition of Foxborough Central. I am Bob Hickey. I am your host. Thank you for taking a little bit of time to join me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. You may notice this is not my typical set, and here's the reason why. It's the holidays. And what better way to celebrate the holidays than to go into somebody's home and talk about, really the meaning of the holidays. And when I think holidays, in Foxborough at least, I think of the beautiful common lit up with Christmas lights. I think of the crush scene. And I think of all the visits from Santa and the parties and the good work that happens with the discretionary fund, fruit baskets, and a lot of the other things that we do as a community to help each other and bring the spirit of Christmas and the spirit of the holidays home to all of us. So, what better way to do that than to come into somebody's home? Tonight I'd like to talk to what I consider to be the first couple of the Foxborough JCs, Dave and Monica Fizzler. Dave, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
And Monica. And,
Hello.
And I am blessed to be joined by their lovely little daughter, Emma. Hello, Emma.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing? And how old are you tonight?
6.
How old were you last night?
6.
All right, so we're doing good. So I'm going to kneel down here because I want to get on Emma's level. I'm going to try not to knock it. And by the way, this is a beautiful tree. Who made the tree? You did? You made the tree? You grew it? Yeah, I know you decorated it.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to kneel down here. And one of the things that the Foxborough JCs used to do was sell Christmas trees. That used to be a big project of ours.
Yeah.
And we spent many evenings together up at Camp Lincoln Hill.
That's right. That was one of my first official JC projects.
Was it really?
Was working with selling Christmas trees and painting the wise men.
You did very well. So we're going to keep on talking because that's good stuff. And what folks may not realize is that actually, if I'm not incorrect, the two of you met through the JCs.
We did. We were actually pushing a paddy wagon across Foxborough Common.
For National Night Out, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And so who says that good things can't happen when you're doing good work? So that was one good deed that led to a really nice good deed, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So what we're talking about right now are the Foxborough JCs and some of the great things they do. And what better way to do that than to ask somebody who enjoys some of those things. So what have the JCs been doing with you this year for Christmas? You did a Christmas party, and what did you do at the Christmas party?
I decorated a snowman.
And?
We decorated cookies.
Okay. And did you get visited by anybody?
Mrs. Claus and Santa came.
They did. Mrs. Claus and Santa came. I bet that was really nice, wasn't it? Did you get to talk to Mr. Claus? Did you get to talk to Mrs. Claus? And what did you ask Mr. Claus for Christmas?
Legos.
Legos are really cool. Well, if Mr. Claus didn't take good notes, he can always check us out at www.fcatv.org, and he can get a reminder that that's what you want for Christmas, okay? Because we want to make sure he knows. So, is Mrs. Claus ever visit you at home?
Yes.
She does.
She's coming next week.
She's coming next week, and what's she going to do next week?
I don't know. Last year we read a book. I don't know what we're going to do this year.
Oh, that sounds very special. And the JCs are pretty cool to have that happen. And part of the things that the JCs also do are helping the discretionary fund by making fruit baskets. Is that a project that we're doing again this year?
Yep, we're going to be doing that
Wednesday night.
Uh-huh. At the community center, South Foxborough Community Center. Do you help with that?
Yes.
All right. And what do you do?
I help with all fruit baskets.
Uh-huh. So part of this is to talk about some of the special things that the JCs do and that other groups do in Foxborough. And the fruit baskets are a project where putting together fruit baskets to support the discretionary fund in the annual holiday drive and the giving that they do. And the JCs have done this every year since I've been a JC. It's been 21 years now. So
Like 15 plus, yeah.
15 plus, yes. And so some of the other fun things that the JCs are doing this year, and again, I'm not really in tune these days, so maybe you can take us.
Well, we have caroling on the Common Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great, fun, town-wide project. The Foxborough Jazz Band comes out. I think it's a jazz band that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And they do, they play and the community sings carols. We hand out little song books so that everyone knows what songs are being played.
Okay.
And we go from there.
And what I'm going to do is, if I can take that,
Absolutely.
is we also have the decorating on the common and the lights, and you did that this year with the recreation department, correct?
We did. We did decorating in the morning with the JCs, and then in the evening, the rec department did the big lighting of the Christmas tree
Mhm.
with Santa and Mrs. Claus coming in on a fire engine. So it was very exciting.
And then
Very
we have
exciting.
and then we have the crush scene every year,
Oh,
That's right.
and that's an antique crush scene
ye-
started by the Knights of Columbus. And then it was actually done by
no,
the
I thought
town,
it was
and
town,
then
then the
Knights-
church,
yeah.
then the Knights.
And now it's been with the JCs for about 20 some odd years, hasn't it?
Yeah, as long as I've been here.
As long as I've been here. So these are some of the really wonderful things that the JCs do, and hopefully folks will maybe be a little motivated to enjoy some of the seasonal things that JCs do. Of course, they work year-round, Founders Day, all sorts of things, scholarships, and helping others. And when are the meetings?
Second Wednesday of every month, 7:30 at the South Foxborough Community Center.
And those meetings are open to anybody?
They are open to anybody.
And what time do they start?
7:30.
7:30. So if I'm thinking to myself, I want to go join the Foxborough JCs, is there another way that I can get a hold of somebody?
Maureen House is our membership vice president this year.
Okay.
So you can contact her as well, and her information's on the website.
And the website is www.
foxboroughjcs.org.
Spelled the company way, FOXBOROJCs.org, which is fantastic because they have a lot of information there. And the meetings are the second Wednesday of every month at the Foxborough Community Center. And yes, that's exactly the way it's spelled,
That's
the way it
right.
was written on her shirt. That is
That's
it.
right.
Can't get anything past Emma. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask Miss Monica to take the microphone, and I'm going to talk a little bit with Dave.
Excellent.
And what I can do,
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
stand up for you.
That's all right. I'll come down to you. So with the JCs, when you got involved with the JCs, they did a haunted house, and
They
that was a
did.
huge project. So why don't you talk a little bit now about what some of the fun projects are that they're doing this coming year in 2015?
This coming year, we're doing our spring fair, which we invite vendors from all around. We bring them up to the common,
Mm-hmm.
and last year we had 40 vendors, 30 to
It
40
was a
vendors.
pretty big event, and it generated a lot of traffic, and I heard some people had some success.
We did very well, as did our vendors. They enjoy it, and as long as the weather cooperates with us.
I'm sure the weather will cooperate.
We try.
How could it not? And then Founders Day, of course, is... Oh, somebody's ringing the doorbell. Maybe I'll sit here and talk to Dave while you do that.
Hi. Merry Christmas. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah? Can I come in for a visit? Yeah? You have a hug for me today? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a big surprise. So quiet.
Should I have called first? Yeah? Okay, next time I will. How's that?
Oh, she can sit in the big chair.
Hi. Hi. I got you some. I brought you something.
Wow! What is it? Is it a frozen word search? You love doing those. Yeah.
You like Frozen. I remember that from last year, right? Do you remember that?
Can we take the paper?
Yeah.
So what did Mrs. Claus do last year with you? Do you remember? You can say it.
Would you like to read a book again this year? Yeah? Do you have a book that I should read?
How about that one right there?
Oh, one of my favorites. The Night Before Christmas. Do you like this story? The Night Before Christmas. You want to turn the pages for me? Okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers there came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys in St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of the thistle. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I love that story. What do you think? Yeah? So Santa's going to come and see you? Yeah. When's he coming? 11 days. Christmas Day. Are you going to have milk and cookies for him? Yeah.
And what else did we put out last year for the reindeer?
Carrots. Very good, because the reindeer get hungry, don't they? Yeah.
What reindeer was sick?
It wasn't one of the 8 reindeer. It was Joey. He wasn't feeling too well. But he bounced right back. He's feeling so much better now. So all is good. Does that sound good? Yeah? All right, you can come up and sit. That's all right.
Look what she has on her hand.
Somebody very special gave that to me. Yeah, who gave that to me? Yeah, yesterday. When we saw each other at the Christmas party, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's on your wish list for Santa?
Labels.
Legos? What else?
Red rainbow moon.
What?
Red rainbow moon.
Yeah.
Red rainbow loom bracelets, the little rubber bands.
Yes.
What else? Is that it?
American Girl dolls.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think Santa will bring something for Mommy and Daddy, or are they too old?
Can't point from behind.
Yeah. Because you like to have things for Mom and Dad too, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jack's been telling me that you've been a good girl.
He's up there.
Oh, there he is, hiding up there, huh? Checking it all out. He comes back and visits every night. Tells all good things about you.
Is there anything you want to tell Mrs. Claus? No.
No. Are you sure?
We're hoping to see Santa Claus in how many days?
11.
Oh, well, you won't see him, but you'll see him.
Yeah, because you need to be in bed.
Yeah, he's in my room.
He did. Did he leave something in your room? What did he leave?
Oh. Shelves and
Shelves in a bookcase? Was it a bookcase?
Because you like to read, don't you? Yeah. Santa knows that. All right. You sure you don't have any message I can give Santa? Okay. Nothing else for me? Yeah. Oh, Emma. You're such a good girl. All right, so 11 days Santa will be here. You keep being good, okay? And I'm gonna get going, all right? Thank you very much for having me to your house, letting me come and visit, okay? All right, you keep being a good girl.
And show her to the door.
All right, Merry Christmas, little one. Oh, you be a good girl. Okay.
Thank you for the visit.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
On behalf of the Foxborough JCs and Foxborough Cable Access, from our families to yours, we hope you have the happiest of Christmases, the most merriest of holidays, and the best new year. Take care, Foxborough.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Merry Christmas.